Hey y'all, this is Pete with Pete Sells Cars here at Smith Infiniti of Huntsville. I'm here with my good friend Sam. So Sam is one of our technicians here. How long have you been working on vehicles?
I've been working on vehicles for about 12 years now.
Wow.
I've been at Infiniti for almost 4 years.
Okay. So is that really kind of like your passion to just start tinkering with stuff?
Yeah.
As a young child, because you know, if you started 12 years ago, it's like...
Yeah, I started when I was 19.
Wow. Okay. And so what was your first, work, or what would you first work with?
I actually first started working at the Hyundai dealership in Decatur.
Okay.
I was there for about a year, and then I moved over to Dodge and absolutely hated those.
Yeah.
Worked on Dodges for 6 years and then came here.
So what was the first engine or what type of mechanical thing that you first, was it cars or was it motorcycles?
I've always been with cars. I've never really gotten to mess with motorcycles or anything that much. The first engine I actually did was here.
Okay.
At Infiniti.
All right, so what are we looking at today?
Today I am looking at a tinting machine on this QX60.
The 2015 model?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it's a 3.5 liter, I see. V6.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So tell me about Infinitis. What is it? Is it and maybe it's a mixture of both. Do you like working at Smith Infiniti or is it the Infiniti themselves that you like working on?
I love the fact that Infinitis are just so easy to work on. Everything else and all the other dealerships that I've been at, everything that you could possibly do to the car is so difficult, and Infinitis and Nissans, they're just so simple.
Okay.
And I do love working at Smith. it's probably my favorite place that I've worked so far.
So what makes Infinitis different or from the other to the market? What about the cars themselves, the engines, however they're put together? I'm not gonna act like I'm super. I've changed oil before. Right. Not gonna lie, but.
Yeah. Just the quality of them. There's not a whole lot of major issues that go on with them.
So tell me what, in a vehicle, because we all know they have alternators and radiators and blah 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 blah. But I mean, what is it about those different components in an Infiniti that make it the cut of? Well, what is it like? The thickness of the material? Is it the tolerance? Is it what they're made out of? Do you understand what I'm saying? What is it that makes it a better vehicle, in your opinion?
It's really the quality of parts.
Quality of parts, okay.
We always get the highest quality parts that we can possibly get. We never go aftermarket or anything on these.
Some people may look at the cost of a vehicle and say, hey, this vehicle less expensive to buy, perhaps less expensive to replace parts on,
right?
But that comes at a price,
right?
At the end of the day,
and these cars Infinitis can be a little bit more expensive than other cars.
But there's a reason for that, right?
Right.
Okay.
It's because of the higher quality parts that are put on them.
Okay.
And most of the time, we're not seeing any really major issues.
Okay. All right. So looking at this beauty right here, I want you to tell us, Sam, what is it that we don't know about this car? We're not going to get up underneath. I mean, as a normal person, I'm not going to lift up the car unless I'm feeling like Hercules and look under it. So let's just take a look under there. And I want you to tell me what it is that we don't know that's up underneath there that's really taking care of us, that's specific to Infiniti, that really impresses you. And I'll see if I can get a picture of it. Can you talk us kind of through it? Oh, we're gonna go up a little higher. Oh my goodness. Some people go low, but here we go high, don't we? I love it. So how much can this lift hold? How many pounds can this hold right here?
This particular lift right here is rated for up to 10,000 pounds.
Wow. And how heavy would this vehicle be?
This vehicle is, I think, just under 6,000.
Just under 6 grand?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is completely, filled with all the seats and the engine and everything else. Most of the time, if you see a car and they say, oh, it weighs 4,000 pounds or whatever, they're meaning that it's completely empty. There's no seats or floor mats or anything in it.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, if we can, is it okay if we take a look up underneath here and you point out to us what we're looking at here?
Okay, so we've
Now this is a 2015, so it's not exactly pristine, but
right.
it's had some miles on it.
It does. You've got your oil pan on your engine right here.
Okay.
And you got transmission over here. This is a standard front wheel drive vehicle.
Okay.
Meaning that you don't have any push coming from your rear wheels.
Okay. So the back wheels just kind of get drugged.
Right. Exactly.
Basically.
They do make
What are the advantages, in your opinion, of a front wheel drive versus a rear wheel drive?
There's just less parts to break.
Okay, gotcha. Well, that's a good thing as a car owner, right?
Right. That and on an all-wheel drive vehicle, you can go more places. Like, it gives you more stability, like with rain and stuff like that. Because we do get a lot of rain and stuff around here.
Mm-hmm.
And it does give you more stability with wet roads and stuff like that.
Right. It almost looks like there's two mufflers here. Am I crazy?
This is actually just a resonator. It's not really a muffler.
Okay.
This right here is a muffler.
Okay.
This is just an extra sound dampener for your exhaust.
Okay. And what's this right here we're looking at? What's that?
This right here is your fuel tank.
Okay. Wow. It seems so much farther forward than I would have expected.
Yeah, and that's because it's shorter than most vehicles.
Now, is it kind of midship like that because it's a little bit more protected in case there's a frontal or rear collision that makes it a little bit more safer?
It is, exactly.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a good thing.
Right.
And what else? So we got all kinds of struts, and talk to me about. I'm gonna act like I know what I'm talking about.
Right here, this is our subframe. It's what holds everything in place.
Okay.
You've got your engine sits on the motor mounts with the transmission and everything, and all of that bolts to your subframe. You got your control arms with your ball joints. It helps keep your vehicle more stable while you're driving.
Okay.
You got your struts right here. Your sway bar links. Pretty much everything that a normal car would have.
Yeah, and so I'm not really seeing like corrosion or any wear or anything on any belts and things of that nature. Is that fairly common with southern vehicles? Because I know in the north with all the salt, you get a lot more of that, right? Phew, that's a bump my head.
No, we actually don't see a whole lot of. As long as the vehicle has spent the majority of its life down in the south, we don't see a whole lot of rust too often. Like if we do get a vehicle that was either made up north or spends most of its life up north and everything, we do see a lot of rust and corrosion and stuff on those vehicles and everything. But for the most part, no, we don't really see a whole lot of rust down here.
And what's your favorite part? Like if you're up underneath here, what's just the one little quirky place that you think is really cool about an Infiniti, if there is a spot?
There's really not. Like, I really love all of it. Right?
Yeah.
Like, just because it's so simple. Like, they do have like
really an elegant design that just makes sense.
Right.
I like that. Okay.
Like, there's like they do have the standard gadgets inside the car and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What I do for the most part is outside the car, and I just love how simple it is.
Okay. Because we're all we always hear about the features and the safety and the luxuries, right? But it doesn't matter if the bottom part of it, if the actual mechanics of it or the structure of it isn't good, isn't good,
right?
Okay.
Right.
Well, awesome. Well, do you have any final words for our audience? Talk about Infiniti and why they should buy one, and why you love working on them.
Just because they're so easy to work on. I absolutely love them. I don't personally have one because I own Hondas.
That's okay. That's a good brand too.
If you want something that's not gonna break too terribly often, and even when it does break, even when it does have issues, like most of the time it's a simple fix.
Got it.
And everything, and love that about these cars.
Yeah. Awesome, Sam. Now, one last thing. So most Infinitis do take premium gas. Is that true? So
It is,
tell
yeah.
us what is the difference between a premium gas engine and a regular gas engine? Why it's important to stay with
Mhm.
premium gas?
Premium gas is usually a better quality. It has less ethanol in it.
So a little bit better for the environment as far as
It is,
emissions
yeah.
are concerned.
Absolutely. And most of the time, it helps you get better gas mileage
Okay.
out of your vehicle.
So it may be more expensive, but at the end of the day, it could cost you less,
Right,
And also
exactly.
be better for the environment.
Mhm.
So you're actually being green.
Right,
I
right.
love that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. Well, I appreciate you, Sam.
Absolutely.
And if y'all want to see any more with Sam, you have any questions for her, let us know, and I'll come back out here and film again. Until then, it's been Pete with Pete Sells Cars here at Smith Infiniti, and Sam, our favorite mechanic here. Talk to y'all soon.